Hey there, Matt Heggelund, MPOWR Envision Product Manager. Happy to be back again today with another monthly release video, this time our September release, which is going out to all customers today, September 16th. And the two main improvements are what we're calling a limited participant functionality and also a new text editor with some additional controls and formatting options. So I'm on my dashboard and we're going to first dive into our limited participant functionality. And to do that, I'm going to go over here to the left, go into system settings and go into users. So when we talk about a limited participant, it's going to be a new system role. So if I click here to add a new user, when I say system role, it's going to refer to this pull down over here on the left. So I have an admin, a participant, and now a limited participant. So we've always had the concept of admin and participants, but now this limited participant is available. And what happens when I try to use that? Well, first off, you're going to see a little hint here that's going to show you some information that's helpful. Um, we're going to go through what that actually means. So a limited participant can only be assigned the role of a reviewer or a viewer within a plan. So as I go down here to add them into a plan assignment, in this strategic plan role pull down, you're going to see a viewer and a reviewer. And those are my only two options. So when I am a limited participant, I can only be a viewer or reviewer in a plan. And what does that really mean? So I'm going to back out of here real quick and go into the roles. All right, so now that the roles page is up, I'm gonna click into viewer and take a look at what a viewer is. So as I look over here on the right-hand side to the permissions, I'm gonna see that they have a standard sensitivity level. So they're not gonna be able to see anything that's marked as restricted or confidential in the plan. And as I scroll down here, we're just gonna see a lot of view checkboxes throughout the areas. So they can essentially browse and view any functional part of the plan, key performance indicators, critical success factors, all the layers of the plan, segments, strategies, objectives. Um, You'll notice down here under progress notes, attachments, and related links, I don't have anything checked. So a viewer is just how it sounds. It's a viewer. It's a read-only type of user where they can look at things, but they can't interact or comment or leave any feedback. When I look at the reviewer, it's going to be the same permissions as a viewer, but as I scroll down here, they're going to have the ability to add progress notes, add attachments, add related links. So they're going to have some additional ways to, um, you know, interact with the plan, leave feedback, ask questions through progress notes. Whatever the scenario is. Something important to call out here too is a viewer or a viewer can be added as a collaborator. They can also own part of the plan. So they are, a limited participant is still a user in the system. They're still going to have a dashboard. They're still going to be able to get into all areas of the system. It's just a matter of that interaction per se. And you might be asking, who is a good example of a limited participant? Why would I use that? So as we think about it, both internally and externally, externally you might see it as investors or board of directors. Something where it's important they are invested or they're betting on your success. So it's important to clearly communicate your strategy and your vision and your current execution with them, so they can keep up to date. Um, Internally, we often see like, the action items in a plan are only rolled out as low as a director or manager level, maybe. So there's a lot of the organization under those managers and directors that are, you know, maybe not directly executing on action items, but they're definitely part of the execution. They're just not reporting it up into Envision. But sometimes, having more of those employees or all of your employees visible to the plan is important. They can feel connected. It helps them collaborate and communicate more effectively. When they know what's going on, they have more buy-in. So as you roll out a new plan or over time, it makes the success a little bit easier when everybody knows what's going on across your entire plan and across your organization, what you're looking for 1 to 3 years down the road, or even 3 months down the road. It's important that everybody has that same vision and is rowing in the same direction. One thing before I move on from the limited participant functionality is I want to cover um, the question of whether or not a limited participant user would count against my user licenses. So the answer for our essentials and professional subscribers is yes. It is going to count against your user licenses if you set up a limited participant user. So up here on the right, my current subscription, I'm a pro subscriber, but I have 50 available user licenses. So if I set up a new user who's a limited participant, that's going to go up to 23 of 50. So it is going to count against your user licenses. Our enterprise subscribers, the answer is going to be no. So this is definitely an advantage of the enterprise level subscription, where you can essentially have unlimited limited participants. So if you are an enterprise subscriber, if you set up an unlimited, or excuse me, a limited participant, it will not count up here. So if I had 22 of 50 available and added a limited participant, it would still say 22 of 50 available. So that's important to call out. And if you are interested or have questions about upgrading, definitely click here in the need help and reach out and request a support uh, ticket, and somebody will be in touch about what that upgrade would look like for you, and we'd be happy to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my dashboard now, and we're going to take a look at our new text editor. So quickest way here is I'm just going to simply click the quick add, and I'm going to get the progress note module open here. So you're going to see a big difference here on the text editor toolbar with some new functionality. So over on the left here, we'll just run through here real quick. You can choose the font you want to use. You can choose the style of font, heading, heading 2, normal, all of the standard bold, italicized, underline, strike through, color, highlight, subscript, superscript, number, bulleted lists, indents, alignment, controls, hyperlink. You can clear the formatting, and we also have undo and redo. So it should be a more powerful, easy to use, intuitive experience for you that kind of emulates what other word processors do today. So it should be a uniform experience for what you're doing outside of Envision in regards to kind of a word editor, a word processor, and a text editor functionality standpoint. So really, these text editor controls will give you a better ability to format your progress notes if there's lists. You need to call something out. It should help the progress note communication be a little bit clearer for you to get your point across, and also for people that are reading your progress notes to be able to more effectively and efficiently read your progress notes. So that's it right now for our September release. But before we go, I wanted to touch base on what's coming up in the next few months. So, we're excited about what we're going to be doing with our October release and following up for the rest of the year with our November and December releases. And we're, just extremely ecstatic to talk about what we're going to refer to as Envision 2.0. So we're going to be making some significant changes that you're going to start seeing next month. We're basically rebuilding our interface and adding some new functionality. Some improvements to kind of be on the lookout for over the next couple months is a redesigned main menu, cleaner layout and design, less clicks with more efficient plan navigation. There's going to be some new robust interactive views to monitor strategic workloads with some filtering, and also new easy to use reports to help you reach your goals and share your wins. So that's going to be coming up. We're going to be sending some information out before we release it to try to help prepare users to get a sneak preview, to make sure that everybody's comfortable with the changes and what's coming up here. So definitely be on the lookout. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we're excited for what's coming up here, and can't wait for you guys to check it out. And we'll be in touch soon with more information on Envision 2.0. Thanks, and have a great day.